Hi, this is me Seethal and welcome to IELTS with Seethal. Today we're going to deal with one of the major problems that is faced by most of the students, that is how to tackle writing task 2. So when it comes to writing task 2, it is important to understand that you need a practical, easy to follow strategies that are going to help you to write efficiently, and thereby you can score higher grades in your writing task 2. So I'm here to teach you the writing process, and I'm going to break down the entire essay into 3 components so that you will find it much more easier to write the writing task 2. Okay, most of you guys might know this, but I think I should go over this again. So because a lot of people forget about this when they write, when they begin to write the essay. So let's have a look at the 3 components of an essay. So an essay can be broken down into 3 components, that is the introduction, body paragraphs, and conclusion. So when it comes to the introduction, it is very important in an essay because a lot of students find it difficult to just start an essay. They just spend their time thinking about ideas or how to kickstart an essay. And I've noticed that many students just spend more than 10 minutes to just start an essay. So I'm here to help you guys how to organize your essay by a step-by-step process. So let's begin. Okay, so this introduction consists of only 3 sentences. Not 4, not 5, not 6. You only have to write only 3 sentences. So let's have a look at each of these sentences. So I'll teach you this with an example. Here I'm going to take an example question, and the question is: government should spend more money on education than on recreation and sports. Do you agree or disagree? So I'm going to agree with this question, that is, education should be given more preference. Okay, so we shall begin the essay with introduction. Okay, let's see. So the introduction begins with writing a background sentence. Now, what do you mean by a background sentence? Background sentence is some kind of information about the government spending. So write some general information about the spending patterns of government. All right. And the second sentence is just paraphrasing the question. Paraphrasing the question means that write the question in your own words. That is, you have to alter the question and alter the question with the different word forms. That is, try to use synonym language to write down the same sentence in your own structure. That is meant by paraphrasing the sentence. All right. And the third statement is the thesis statement. So the thesis statement is the most important sentence in the entire essay. Okay, I'll tell you again. Thesis statement is the most important statement in the entire essay. Why is that so? Because it gives the idea for the examiner what you're going to write in the entire essay. So you must give preference to the thesis statement. Remember, you guys, if you're not able to succeed in writing the thesis statement, then don't expect a higher grade in writing task 2. I'm telling you, thesis statement is the most important statement in an entire essay, and it controls the essay. All right. So just think about an inverted pyramid. As we are beginning the essay by a general sentence, which is a wider topic, and then we are narrowing down to paraphrasing the question. That is what the question asks you to do. Okay, and the third sentence is a thesis statement, and we are going closer to the topic. That is, we are giving our own opinion in the third essay. Okay, that's all about introduction. Okay, you don't need to waste so much time thinking about writing down an introduction. It's just functional. Okay, don't waste much time by writing the introduction. All right, now let's get into the body paragraphs. Generally, there are 2 to 3 body paragraphs in an essay. Okay, but I recommend you to write at least 3 body paragraphs to be in a safer side, because you might make mistakes. That is, some spelling mistakes will be there, and that words will be cut down, and you might be at a risk to fill that 250 words. Okay, so it is much safer to write 3 body paragraphs. But in some questions like discussion type essays, you just write two body paragraphs, which is enough. Okay, so it depends upon the question. I'll teach you all these types of questions in the coming videos. Don't worry about that. So here, this is a body paragraph. That is, there will be 5 sentences in a body paragraph. Okay, and you should begin each of the paragraph with a topic sentence. Okay, that's very important, you guys. That is, I have noticed that many students just begin writing their paragraphs just giving their ideas. They just begin the paragraphs with that controlling idea. But no, you should write the topic sentence. That gives the examiner an idea what you're gonna talk about or what you're gonna tell in this paragraph. So it's very important, the topic sentence. Now, the reason number 1, the second sentence will be your reason number 1, which means that you're agreeing with this question, right? So you have 2 reasons for that. And the first reason is written in the first paragraph, right? And the third sentence, you explain that reason, okay? And fourth sentence will be an example in order to substantiate that reason. Okay, and finally the fifth sentence will be a conclusion to that paragraph. All right, so it's a good idea to give a conclusion for each of the paragraphs, or else you can give a transition sentence to the next paragraph so as to get that natural flow of the essay. Okay. So that about these body paragraphs. And similarly, in the next body paragraph, you are supposed to do the same. That is, you are supposed to write the topic sentence, and then second sentence will be your reason number 2, why you are agreeing with this question. And a third sentence will be explaining that reason number 2. And fourth sentence will be an example in order to substantiate the reason number 2. And finally, you just conclude that body paragraph. Okay, so this is the pattern for writing the body paragraphs. Understood? Yeah. Next, let's get into the last part of the essay, that is the conclusion. Okay, so this is the part where you just wrap up all your ideas and the main points that you used in the entire essay. Okay. Now you just restate the main argument in a simplified manner. Okay, and the second sentence will be just leaving some hope to the reader. Okay, just leave some hope to the reader to think about. Okay, you can just give some suggestions or recommendations at the end of the essay. That is a good way to end an essay. Alright, so these are the 3 most important components or the templates that you can utilize while writing an essay. I guarantee you that if you follow this strategy, or if you're following this template, then you'll find it way more easier to write an essay. And this will save you time as well. You can complete within 30 minutes, and you can utilize the last 10 minutes to revise your answers, which is also very important. So this is just a recap of the writing process, and here the step 1. Step 1, that is, before writing these essays, you should make sure that you understand the question properly. Because this is really important, because if you're not understanding the question and just begin writing down the essay, then there is no use for the essay at all. You're losing your task achievement score. Okay, you will be in trouble and the entire essay will be a flop. Okay, so the first and foremost thing that you have to keep in mind is to properly understand the question. Read the question 1 or 2 times, underline the keywords, and you must understand the specific task in the question, not the general idea. All right, and you spend at least 1 minute for this step. And step number 2 is to plan the essay. This is also very crucial, you guys. That is, you should spend at least 2 to 3 minutes to plan your essay, because this will save you time. I'm sure, that is, I guarantee you that if you are planning an essay, you will come up with an organized and beautiful essay, and that will help you to score better scores in your essay. Okay, that will make a difference. This is just a foundation of your essay. Okay, and while planning the essay, you should think of ideas for the body paragraphs. All right. What are the controlling ideas that you are going to use in the body paragraphs? At least think of 2 details for the controlling ideas. Okay. And also you have for the questions like advantage, disadvantage, and problem solution, and discuss both views, you will be given with some controlling ideas. Okay, you'll be already given the controlling ideas. Say for example, for advantage, disadvantage type of questions, in the first body paragraph you will have to explain the advantages, and in the second body paragraph you just explain the disadvantages. Okay, so there you don't have to think about the controlling ideas. All right. And similarly, in problem solution essay, in the first body paragraph you will be writing the problems of that essay, and in the second body paragraph you'll be writing down its solutions. All right. Similarly for the discuss both views type questions. Okay, but you should come up with some of the controlling ideas for certain questions like opinion type essay and agree disagree type questions. Okay, so for example, in an agree disagree type questions, if you're agreeing with that question, your body paragraph 1 will be dealing with the first reason why you are agreeing with that question and explaining that reason. Okay, and in the second body paragraph you'll be explaining the second reason why you are agreeing to that particular question. Okay, so the third step is the introduction. As I have told earlier, there is only 3 sentences, and sentence number 1 will be giving a general response, and sentence number 2 will be paraphrasing the question in your own words, and third sentence will be a thesis statement. And step 4 is the write body paragraphs. There will be 5 sentences. The first one is the topic sentence, that is in order to introduce the first controlling idea. And the second sentence will be explaining that idea. Okay, and the third sentence will be giving an example, and finally you should write a conclusion or a transition sentence. And the 5th step is the conclusion. That is, you conclude the essay. That is, just summarize the main points of the essay and restate the thesis statement. And the second sentence of the conclusion should be a suggestion or a hope to the future. Just leave anything for the reader to think about. Okay, so that's all in writing an essay. If you are following this template, it will be way more easier for you to write down an essay, and you'll find it so easy to write down an essay. Alright guys, so that's all from me today, and if you're liking my videos, please do subscribe my channel and leave some comments and suggestions so that I could improve my channel again. Okay, God bless you all and wish you all the success in your life and in your examination. Bye.